North Korea staged a huge military parade today on this eve of the Winter Olympics. The country's leader, Kim Jong-un, you can see him there in the black coat saluting troops he marched by. He told the crowd the parade marks North Korea's emergence as a global military power. He also said his country needs to train for modern war. CBC's Sasha Petrusik has more on today's massive military display and how it's being received.
On the eve of the Olympics here, North Korea was sending some very mixed messages. On one hand, the center of Pyongyang was the scene of a major military parade. More than 10,000 marching troops, there was military equipment, and of course, those missiles which North Korea has been developing and threatening to equip with a nuclear tip and attack the United States with them. There was also the leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, who gave a speech. In his speech, he had many of the familiar phrases that we have been hearing, threats against the United States, threats that it would retaliate if North Korea was in any way harmed, even its dignity, even one little bit. And of course, tough words were there. But here in South Korea itself, North Korea actually was putting on quite the show. It is a charm offensive here. They have a cheering squad that's been all decked out, all of the women, more than 100 who have come here. They're going to be sitting in the stands and cheering the athletes who will be walking in together with the South Koreans tomorrow night, as well as the other athletes, the women hockey players who will be playing with South Korea here. Aside from that, there's been all kinds of orchestras and other displays meant to try to win over the hearts of South Koreans. It's not really working, but that is a very different message from the one that we saw in Pyongyang today. A lot of people are confused about that. But one of the other things that's happening here is that this big event, the Olympics, even though the actual rhetoric that we're hearing from the North has not changed, it is creating an opportunity for the United States and North Korea, and certainly South Korea, to talk in ways that they haven't had before. U.S. Vice President Mike Pence arrived here today. He's been saying that he is not asking the North Koreans for any kind of talks or to get together with them, but he's not ruling it out. North Korea has said that it doesn't want any talks with the U.S., but certainly the opportunity has arisen, especially since one of the people who will be here as part of the North Korean delegation is actually Kim Jong-un's sister. She is very high-ranking and apparently has quite a bit of influence with Kim Jong-un himself. So all of this is coming together. It's not quite clear whether it'll produce anything, whether there could be some sort of a kickstart to negotiations in the future. But for now, the mixed messages, and I have to tell you, everybody here is just as confused as anybody else in the world. Sasha Petrusik, CBC News, Seoul.